Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Business of Fun podcast. It's me, Dave Wakeman. Today is another edition of the Live from the Cover Genius booth editions from INTIX 2023 in Seattle. I was able to catch up with Casey Thomas from AudienceView. This one is fast. It's fun, completely unserious, but we get a chance to talk to Casey about what she likes about INTIX, or what she learned, what was the most exciting thing that she found out, and about how we are both super snazzy dressers. Thanks again for Cover Genius for allowing me to hang out at their booth. Check them out at covergenius.com and find out how they can help you on your customer journey. Here's my conversation with Casey. All right, we should get some of this. I got questions, okay, Casey? Look, you don't try to steal my thunder. This is the podcast, okay? So we're doing this, the Business of Fun, like quick hit episodes at INTIX at the Cover Genius booth. I have Casey Thomas from AudienceView. Casey, tell me about you, real quick.
Okay, super quick. I am the public relations specialist for AudienceView.
Yes.
I've been there since April of
my best friend, right?
Yes.
Best friends. Okay, great.
We're matching colors, so obviously we both have great taste.
That's right, exactly. We're excellent dressers. Thank you.
And love live events.
Yeah. All right. So why INTIX? What do you get from coming to INTIX? Tell me about it.
Well, I've learned a lot about the industry. I'm
Sure.
new to the industry
Okay.
with this job, so other than just being a consumer
Yep.
of live events, this is my first opportunity to really peek behind the curtain, meet some of the other businesses, competitors, and partners, and just get a good sense of what's out there and what other people are talking about.
Yeah. And what's been surprising, or what was like one of the most interesting things you found?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I stump you. It's okay.
Well, I sat in on a session yesterday of really small venues.
Okay.
And what was surprising is that even though some things that people brought up as pain points that seemed really super specific to their venue, 5 or 6 people in the room raised their hands and were commiserating and had experienced similar things. So I think it really highlighted how even if seemingly this theater that's also part of a school district and this one specific township dealing with government, red tape, 5 or 6 other people in that room had experienced the same thing. So that was surprising.
All right. So what are you going to use when you go back to? Are you you're in New York, not in Toronto? Okay. Well, that's better. New York's the best. So it's.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I'm biased. But.
So am I. But even though this is like kind of my hometown, but like we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead. What are you going to use when you go back to New York?
Oh man. Well, I'm going to reach out to a lot of people who selfishly told me that they would be on our podcast that I'm trying to relaunch.
Oh, wow. I've been on the podcast before when it was Mike and Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, with Nick, kind of handed me the reins as he went on to
other things, yes.
And
he's on a different side now. We forgot Nick.
Yeah. Well, now I can have him on as a guest.
Yeah,
so
it's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that he went on to a totally different thing for us to learn about.
Also a big Mets fan.
Yes. I married into a Yankees family, but he doesn't
you got great fashion sense, but you can't be perfect.
No one's perfect. They're also Jets fans, so win some, lose some.
You win some and you lose some. That's right. That's absolutely right. All right. So, what's your favorite thing about Seattle? And this is graded on a curve. So if you say something I don't like, there will be points deducted on your test.
Okay. I really enjoyed the market.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Got to see some fish get thrown around.
Yep.
That was amusing. And the gumball was an odd thing to.
I didn't even know that was there. That's weird. I had no idea. I was like, this is gross but amazing.
I have a friend that lives here, and she said in the summer it is just bees everywhere, which makes sense. The sugar in the gum, and that sounds terrifying.
Yes. All right, final question. This one's really tricky, okay? So I know that you've met me, so like that was the highlight of the week. But besides meeting me, what was the most exciting thing that happened while you were here?
Well, one thing that was just really fun.
Okay, great.
I met somebody from Broadway Across America at the first kind of mixer of the week, and we talked for probably half an hour about plays that we had seen, movies that we liked, and we had so much in common. It was just really fun to get to just commiserate about jukebox musicals that we did not like, and then the plays that we loved.
Okay, so which one do you like the best?
I think the best play I've seen recently, it was a one-man production of A Christmas Carol, which sounds wild because there's so many characters in that, but the acting, the staging, the way that they had kind of reformatted the production, and it was just one of the most amazing live performances I've ever seen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for being such a good sport about this.
Of course.
And maybe I'll be on your podcast soon. So.
I'd love that.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Let me know what you thought about my conversation with Casey Thomas by sending me an email. Is my name, dave@davewakeman.com. Check out the website, www.davewakeman.com. Make sure you sign up for the Talking Tickets newsletter, talkingtickets.substack.com. There is a upcoming workshop in New York City about strategy and marketing in challenging times on April 11th, but get the newsletter so you won't miss it. It's going to be great. It's a one-day thing. It's going to be super, super awesome. Thank you again for the folks at Cover Genius for allowing me to hang out with them in the Cover Genius booth during INTIX, hosting some conversations, meeting a lot of new people. We did a great panel with Kelly from the Playhouse Theatre and Joanne from AudienceView, and one of the most interesting things that I found out was that the Playhouse Theatre is getting customers taking up refund protection almost 50% of the time. It's an incredible number. There's some really new, interesting data that's coming out in two surveys, one from AudienceView, one from Cover Genius, in the next few weeks, and I'll get into that some more. I'm going to have Kelly and Joanne and Joe come on the podcast. We're going to record a version here of that conversation. It'll be great, but check out the folks at Cover Genius at covergenius.com. They will be at TPC in Birmingham in March. And make sure you check it out, okay? Covergenius.com. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. I sort of like these fast and quick INTIX conversations. They're sort of fun. They're less intense, I guess. But let me know what you think. Dave@davewakeman.com. And I'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.